Hello.
There we go. Did you manage to get most of your things done and stop feeling as crappy?
Yeah, I can currently breathe through a nostril.
That's something.
Yeah. And I got everything on my to-do list for today done.
Except for pouring water on a potentially not inert battery.
Yeah, well, that's an amendment.
Yeah, fair.
I just logged into the game and popped up a notification that one of my plots has been released, so I'm gonna...
Oh no.
Oh, I bet it was the one across... I bet it was my, Grace plot.
Ah,
Because I had the other two set to, auto-renew.
fair.
And I only had that Grace plot there so that we could have a walkway across the lake.
Yeah. I'll say it doesn't fully destroy automatically, just decays, right?
No, actually, if your plot expires, everything that's not in the extended build area becomes goes into your redemption queue.
No.
And then oh wow, there's been some changes. Let me
There was a small update with big impact, is what the fucking patch notes said, and I didn't read anything beyond that.
Oh no, I'm just... Oh, wrong button. Where's game capture, Pax Dei, transition?
How dare you go to ending already? We haven't even started.
Yeah, no.
I'm still in an ad.
No, the
I haven't even hit the table yet.
there has been some changes in our area, our clan's lake holdings. Some of the properties are gone.
Oh.
The ones that were directly across the lake from my main
We're just gonna go
workshop.
straight to this. I am loading in now. I will see it in a moment, as will everybody else. They can't hear me yet, though. That's the problem. There, turn on the microphone.
Yeah. All right. So Mandemic's the Flying Bear Inn is still there.
Okay.
And Stormy's property that was adjacent to my two properties that are adjacent to my workshop, they are still there. But
Okay.
Stormy's plot that was across the street from his main plot is now vacant, and his brother's plot that was adjacent to that one and directly across the lake is now vacant, and all of the rest of the plots going down that side of the lake are gone.
Well, why'd you do that?
I guess they just couldn't handle my absence. Alright, let's see how my Grace plot going away affected construction over here besides the... Okay, so it removed one of the posts. So
That's about it.
So I'm going to get rid of that decoration.
Well, at least the house is still in good shape.
Yeah.
Not that I expected it not to be, but you know.
The corner is still there, but the corner foundation post is gone.
Why does this always happen?
I think technically the foundation pillar is outside. Yeah, it's outside the build area.
Wow.
So that may affect my upper floors somewhat.
It'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
Well, actually, I think that side's already built as high as I can go. Because there's an entire floor worth of support underneath there because of how deep the lake is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's where my stairs are, so it didn't affect... Okay, cool. The roof corner piece is still green.
So you're golden.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about... Well, if it was going to collapse, it would have collapsed already.
Fair.
But that also means that I can fill in this upper floor the way I want to.
Yes. So, I know you don't really know what you're doing today. I have completely forgotten what I was doing.
Cool.
So, I have no hints in my inventory because I'm an asshole and clean my inventory every day.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just have to pick a fucking task and start working on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look at my rocks. I'm gonna go look at my rock collection.
I got a rock.
Go look at my rock collection and see.
I could go hunt more boar. I was making arrows. That's what I was doing. I was making arrows.
Yeah.
I remember now. Where the fuck? I opened up the chest and there were a bunch of bronze arrows that I forgot I made. That's what gave it away.
Hey, at least you know now.
I do. Which also means that I have. I think I need to go get more copper and tin. That's what I need to do. I was making arrowheads and shit.
I need a metric fuck ton of fine wood beams.
Oh, that seems like a personal issue.
Yeah.
They used to make a pill for that. Well, your glass is ready.
Oh yeah.
All of your glass is ready. Charcoal kilns are empty. What about your brick ovens?
I just emptied those,
Okay, fair enough.
which is why I need the beams so I can make the tile section of my roof that I didn't build the first time.
Yeah.
But
I always get confused by the spooky music because it happens every time I open the menu, and then fucking it's just serendipity timing.
yeah.
Okay, so closest quarry is to the west. Looks like it.
Technically, the closest quarry is south-southwest in Dolavan.
To be fair, it actually looks like the one directly to the west is actually closer.
Oh, actually, you're right. It might be.
So that's the one I go to most of the time anyways. This is also where I go to when I get sidetracked a bunch. It's like, I'm going to the quarry, and I wind up going to the north and over the mountains anyways. The ADHD is strong in this one. Doesn't matter how many goals I set myself, I'm still gonna get fucking distracted. I appreciate the fanciness of your build, but please put doors on both sides of your building so I can walk through it. I am in no place to make that kind of request of people. I haven't built a goddamn thing. Don't you moo at me, dear.
Okay.
I would like to craft a large backpack. That's what I want to do. I want to have a backpack that doubles my fucking capacity.
Process this glass so that it takes up less space. And burn through this iron. Or is that bronze?
Moo to you.
Iron. Yeah, burn through this iron. Maybe I can get smithing up high enough that I can make the next tier forge and furnace.
I think you got it. Be a smart man and check your map. Moody, you too.
Yeah, those are both level 21, and I am 12.
Fair enough.
So... What is the
A
thing?
gradual slope. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I made it to the quarry.
Yay.
My God, my ADHD didn't derail me 30 fucking minutes at a time. Also looks like someone's been here. That sucks.
Oh, that requires...
Also feels like there's more Inquisition here than usual. Iron.
Oh, that is so inefficient. The iron spike for making the tier 3 spears
Yeah,
requires 5 iron bars
that feels
to make,
a little bit much.
to make one, and 1 iron bar is 5 ingots. So that's 25 ingots per spike.
That's... What the fuck?
Yeah. It's something that me, a novice with a hammer, can bang out in real life from, like, a 1 pound piece of iron, not a... I think an ingot is like 20 pounds. Like a proper ingot is big.
Yeah.
Like very few people ever work ingots in a forge. You work billets or smaller pieces.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can make a proper spear tip out of like 5 butter knives worth of metal.
Yeah, I think that could... I don't know how strong it would be, but... I could see it working.
Alright, let's make hinges. Where's the hinge? Hinge pattern is there. It's 2... Oh, I need bronze nails. Actually, no, not make hinges. I'm just gonna spam out a bunch of wire. I'm gonna need that eventually for armor smithing. So... Actually, I'll make it...
Found a boulder that floats.
I love those.
This rock doesn't touch the ground at any point.
We call those Jedi rocks.
Fair. Also valid. Tin, cool. I'll take the tin.
Yeah,
I might have to travel to Dolavan because the people who have inhabited this area have cleaned it the fuck out.
Oh,
And they built over what seems to be one of the veins. not directly in the quarry, but right next to it, there's that vein along the mountainside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it ain't there no more.
Oh, that doth sucketh.
There is instead a very large homestead. I don't have quite as poor of opinion of them as I do the people who built above us, but that's just because I'm a petty bitch.
Yeah. Oh, is that person still there?
Double
yeah.
check.
Yeah, they're still there. How dare they?
I'll keep the sinew. Everything else can stay. I don't really want the hides right now, but I'll keep the carcass and the sinew. Alrighty.
Okay, I have plenty of that.
Yeah. Okay, some more rocks respawned. Fantastic. Oh, why did they just, like, fucking actually grow? That's kind of gross.
You might, when they respawn?
Yeah, they slowly form up like a tumor. I thought they would just pop back in.
Nope. No, they grow, which is disturbing.
It's gross, yeah. I kind of hate it.
I'm hoping that there's some kind of really creepy lore reason for that.
I just don't like the fact that they're tumors.
Okay, so I want to make iron nails and iron wire. Where's nails? Nails. Iron nails. Okay, that's 1 bar for 50 nails. Okay. Oh, sorry. At least, okay, iron bars are 5 for 2. Not 5 for 1.
Not too bad.
So...
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad.
Still very expensive.
Whereas an iron sheet is 2 for 1.
Oh, they got the BOGO on iron sheets?
It's 2 ingots for 1 sheet. Alright, so I'm gonna do 11 of these, which will be 22.
11d5?
Yeah. And then I'll turn the rest of my ingots into sheets and wire. Okay, and then wire is...
Just had a player run up and take all the sand I dropped and run the fuck off. like, totally fair, buddy. You can have all of it.
Make 12 of those. Or not.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this back, empty my inventory, and then go to Donovan. Are you relatively near the house? Because I'm gonna use your circle for traveling purposes. If so.
Yeah. I'm at my forge.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna use the circle for traveling purposes. Instead of constantly opening the map, which is something I should probably learn to do, I just use fucking the waypoints on the compass and pray.
Mm-hmm. I have the advantage of being able to follow the house marker on my compass.
I did that for a while, but I don't fucking need. I don't need a plot. I'm not using it for nothing. It would just be taking up space. can slaughter some boars on the way back. That's cool. Wait, is that... tin? Cool. I'll harvest this while I'm here. Press that button. Probably should do a fucking run on some wood too, so I have fuel for the furnace.
Yeah.
I think I have a couple boxes full, but I'm not assuming anything until I make sure.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, and since I'm coming back to empty my inventory anyways. I found plenty of tin. Not like enough to get me going, but plenty for a single trip. Those are high enough value to take with me. That random chatter who reminded me that I had windlash for helping hunt deer definitely has stuck with me. Because I did it again just now.
Yay. Alright, and the rest of these bars are going to become nails.
So you cleared out all the iron I had already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure that I remembered that correctly, because I don't think that was last week. I think that was the week prior.
Yeah.
So, everything starts to blur together eventually, and my brain doesn't cooperate anyways, so...
I hate when I fail a very easy and don't get the materials back.
That hurts a little.
I really think that you should get that there should be an extremely high chance of getting almost everything, or in some cases everything, back when you fail a blacksmithing task, because
I mean, it's hard to permanently ruin those materials.
yeah. I mean, I have overcooked a piece of steel to the point where it had to be resmelted.
Yeah, but it's still fucking viable after it's resmelted.
Right.
I'm talking as someone who's never actually done the work, but known a good couple people who have. I had an old coworker back at the dairy plant. He used to make his own knives.
Mm. Okay. I had, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. I had 132 fine wood beams and 150 fine wood planks in my redemption queue.
That's good though, right?
Yeah, that means that I don't have to go harvest quite as much wood to start working on the higher floors.
Nice. Passing up all this flint. I thought it was fucking Nice.
Alright, I still need the regular beams.
It is odd to see the lake so barren on the other side.
Yeah.
Hear your footsteps outside.
Or inside.
That sounded like it was outside, but I believe you.
The sounds are coming from inside the house.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about building inside this extended plot area. It's mine.
You figure out where I keep my fucking... Specifically the sinew pile. It's in one of two places. Either it doesn't exist because I used them all, or it exists elsewhere, and I've forgotten. Nope, I don't think it exists because I used it all.
And now is where I make my obligatory complaint that we don't have any right triangle pieces we can place. Only only isosceles triangles.
Alright, so I actually have a fair bit of wood. More than I thought I did. I got one, two, about 2.5 chests full. I'm gonna go get some more though. Because that goes quick when you're making ingots.
We have right triangle wall pieces we can place, but no floor tiles that are a right angle.
I cannot speak to the injustice of this as I have not crafted a thing. At least not when it comes to the house.
Okay, let's get back to framing here. Nope. There we go. Okay. Real quick, since I'm wasting time that I could have something in the furnace, let's get some more glass going.
That's nice. I don't need nice. Let's say the flint for flint arrows, definitely going to pick that up.
Okay, let's... there's another construction piece that should be in the game that would be period accurate, that isn't, and that is, I believe the correct term is a stone lintel, which is basically...
I believe I know what you're talking about, but go
it's
ahead.
basically a stone crossbar for doing stone framework.
Yeah. I do believe I recognize the term, but it has been a while since I've heard it. Oh. You mean I'm a bad neighbor? I'm just clearing this guy's trees for him. He absolutely didn't leave them there on purpose. Unauthorized yard work. Crime in the real world, but
Like,
it counts as property damage if it's unauthorized.
well,
Especially if they take out a tree that you weren't fucking supposed to. Then it's a federal crime.
there's a guy, I watch a lot of his stuff on the Tube of You,
Yeah.
that like literally all he does is drives around looking for yards that are in such a bad state of upkeep that they would be code violations, and then just mows them. He just takes his mower off the trailer and starts mowing. He doesn't even...
Fair enough.
I mean, he'll go and knock on the door, and if anybody's home, he'll, like, ask for permission. But if there's nobody there, he will just go to work.
There is that's kind of a more mild thing compared to what I'm currently referring to.
Oh, because you're cutting down trees.
Yeah. Woodcutting level 13. I get absolutely nothing for this.
I would have claimed that.
Mountain goating my way down.
I would have claimed that land, except that I didn't want to get rid of the deer spawns.
Well, claiming it won't get rid of it if you don't fucking build on it, right?
No, just claiming it gets rid of the spawns.
That's dumb.
Yeah. All resource spawns that aren't trees go away.
That's extra stupid.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
Wrong place.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay, I think that... Yeah, I do want a beam there. And then... instead of a corner roof, I want one of them triangle pieces in that spot.
They're triangle pieces.
Yeah.
But why beehives no stack?
That, sir, is a very good question.
One of life's great mysteries.
One of life's great mysteries, indeed.
Why beehive no stack? Alrighty, I'm gonna go down to Donovan.
Oh, that is annoying.
Or Dolavan.
That is... Oh, dude. Okay, the triangle piece that the decorative triangle piece that I placed in the... to be like a gable end.
Yes.
It is 2/3 of the width of a full tile.
That sucks.
And I probably could have seen that if I'd have actually looked at the description of it. Yeah, dimensions, height, and width 2x2 instead of 3x3.
Gross.
I want a pretty thing that's 3.
Clearly not allowed.
Yeah.
Forbidden. Forbidden technology.
Okay, so we'll go...
It's one of those, what you speak of is heresy. There are only 2. Never 3. Alright, I'm headed to Dolavan.
Alright. Enjoy.
Depends on how fucking annoying the travel is.
Okay, I
So
might...
I'd probably follow the road for most of this if I get to the right road. No, I can't. I have to go through the woods. Got it. Oh well, at least I have all the things I need. Which is an empty inventory and all the tools I could want.
Yay. Let's try putting a vertical there. Okay, if I put a vertical there, then I can place this off of it.
This is what I was worried about. I was gonna come up on a fucking cliffside and never have a way down. That's why I don't like traveling between the zones. It's very rarely actually a path. Mountain goating is not my favorite.
Yeah, no, that's all me.
Oh, I confused the game again by switching. Oh, I triple switched. I went between the border 3 times and the game was like, no.
Okay.
I found a path down, but I don't know if I'm getting back easy. Where am I? Okay, I'm gonna have to head a little more southbound. Well, I guess I'm fighting 3 boars first. There, 3 boars dead.
Okay.
Well, there's the river. Physics question for the game. Fall damage into water?
Non-existent.
Okay. So if I
If
jump
it's-
right, I don't die.
Yeah. But then you also don't like what is it?
Okay,
You
I
don't
made it anyways. It's good.
you don't want to jump so much as you want to just walk off the
Slide
cliff.
down in, yeah.
Because if you jump, you expend stamina that you're going to need for swimming out of the water.
Oh, it's not that far. Okay.
There's a freaking half. There's a. Okay, so you know, like the standard tile is a 3x3, right?
Yes.
Okay, and obviously they make a 3x3. They make a 1x1.
Sure.
Okay. They also apparently for the half timber, which is the tier 3 flooring, they also make a they also make a 0.5 by 0.5.
But not a 3x3.
No, they make a 3x3, a 1x1, and a 0.5 by 0.5, but they don't make. This is for squares.
Oh, okay.
But they don't make a and they give you an isosceles triangle, an equilateral triangle, but not a right triangle.
Uh-huh.
They'll give you half of a square in the form of a square, but not half of the square in the form of a triangle.
That's constructive.
They'll give you a sixth of a hexagon.
Brilliance.
I need square.
This has plenty of copper deposits, hell yeah.
Okay, can I... No, that's not going to work. Okay, so I need to...
Sand can go away.
Oh, excuse me.
To be fair, I don't even know if I'm actually at the quarry yet. I think I just found a series of copper deposits.
that's not going to work for permanent placement.
Here's the quarry. Oh, and it's loaded. No one's been here today. This is great. Those rocks are... the physics on that was going to the side, not to the ground. Interesting. Nope, that's iron. I don't need iron. Unless you want me to pick up the iron.
Nah, it's fine.
Wonk. Wham. Wazzle. Whap.
Wiggity, wham, wham, wazzle.
R.I.P. Slurms McKenzie. He went out the way that he lived. No shortage of good writing in Futurama.
Oh, yeah, that show is so good.
This son of a bitch just showed up out of nowhere. Luckily, I think he's here for the iron, actually. This works out great. He's here for the iron, I'm here for the copper and tin.
Maybe I should do a spiral staircase. I don't really like them, though. I don't care for them in real life, either. Wait, does that? Oh, it does. Dang. Well, I mean, yeah, a squared plus.
You discovering things?
Yeah, well, I did this one set of diagonal beams, and I was like, oh, that's a perfect fit. And then I did the next level above it, and it was like, did I place something wrong because it's punching through the other corner of the opposite corner of the column? Then I angled my camera so I could see the first diagonal beam set that I did, and it is also punching through, so a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and all that.
Yes.
So, you know, the hypotenuse of a right angle is slightly less than 3 times the length of one side. Or 1.5 times, I mean. Because if my sides are 2 beams long, and the hypotenuse is just less than 3. Also, I wish I was...
No, that's a YouTube channel.
I wish I was high on some hypotenuse.
I mean, that's easily rectified if you know the right people.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Trump's distraction of discussing the rescheduling of marijuana.
You mean the thing he does every, 6 months?
Yeah. I'm hoping that will bear fruit.
I don't never believe it till I see it.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't expect that it will, but I hope that it will. And if it does, then that means there's a possibility that that NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, will change their policy in regards to medical marijuana users and CDL possession. Because currently the law says that if you've ever, or not the law, but NHTSA policy says that if you have ever had a medical marijuana card, you can never have a commercial driver's license.
That's unusual.
Because even though they are issued at the state level, CDLs are regulated at the federal level.
That's some garbage.
Yeah. And so I have intentionally not gotten a medical marijuana card, despite the fact that even my regular doctor is like, you would really benefit from this. You should do it. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to be a truck driver. I just haven't had time to do the thing. I need to wait until my son is able to be left alone without reasonable fear of him killing himself accidentally, before I can do all the things that are necessary to get my CDL.
Yeah, because isn't that like a fucking, at least a 4-month class?
Yeah, they took away most of the easy routes. There's still one easy way to do it.
Which is honestly good.
I mean,
rather it be a little more taxing.
Right. So there is still one easy way to do it. If you know somebody that is an owner-operator and who's it pays for hefty enough insurance that they can let a trainee drive their truck. Unfortunately, the 2 owner-operators that I know are too cheap for that.
Fair.
Which,
frankly, I don't blame them with the cost of insurance right now.
Oh yeah, especially for the cost of insurance for a semi that's, on the road all the time. My stepbrother, who is an owner-operator, he actually owns 2 trucks, so that he has one that he can drive while the other's in the shop. He was like, I just when that one goes into the shop, I switch the insurance over to the other one, and then I drive that one for a while. And I was like, well, how much do you pay for the insurance? And he goes, I'll just tell you that it's more than $24,000 a year.
That's probably the most gentle way to put it.
He's like, it's my second biggest expense besides fuel. Because fuel's a really big expense when you only get,
yeah.
What is it, 8 gallons to the mile? Not 8 miles to the gallon.
No, I get you. You don't have to correct yourself with me. I've heard that one before. I have been the guy who's dispensed the fuel for a local fucking dump truck company. I worked at Circle K. There was a guy who had a truck yard right next door to it, and he would come over every couple mornings and spend $2,500 on fuel between 2 trucks. And I'm like, my God. And he's like, yeah, that's what happens when you have 2 tanks per truck.
Yeah. What was it? Was it Ouchie of the Week? One of the YouTube channels that I follow religiously is Funk FPV. And he has a couple of short format series that he does. One of them is called Ouchie of the Week. One of them is Forklift Fail Analysis. He himself is a forklift mechanic by trade. And then he does reviews. He does reviews for life hacks, where he assigns them he assigns them a rating on a 10-point scale. The joke being that they always earn a 0.
Fair enough.
Like he did one recently that was like,
So that's realistic. I know that most of them are garbage.
he did one recently and he was like, okay, so this is actually a functional hack, so for that I am going to award you 2 points. However, you did the unnecessary finger waggle at the beginning of the video, so I'm going to have to deduct a point for that. And also, I can see sitting right next to, right there on the edge of your video frame, I can see the proper tool for doing the job, which costs less than your hack does, so I'm going to have to deduct another point. That leaves you with a 0 out of 10. Thank you for playing. Anyway, I think it was an ouchie of the week where he showed a guy welding a fuel tank.
Oh no!
And it exploded.
Yeah, that's
So
where my brain went first.
He's like, so here we got a guy who's about to start welding on a fuel tank, and he's got his safety sandals, of course, and he's wearing some swim trunks, and he at least managed to remember to put on his welding mask. So we'll give him a point for that. But then as soon as he sparks the weld, the tank explodes.
Yep.
He goes,
Did you not drain it?
The guy did not take the proper precautions to make sure that there were no fuel vapors left in the tank before welding. My grandfather always filled up fuel tanks. He'd just fill them up with water before welding them.
Yeah. I mean, that's a smart way to go about it, honestly.
Yeah, weld it while it's full of water. It also hardens the welds super fast.
Fair. Hadn't thought about that part of the logistics. But yeah, that makes perfect sense. I found a giant vein of copper just out in the middle of the woods in Aven. So I'm harvesting to my heart's content right now. It's literally all over this fucking side of the mountain. This feels like an untouched portion of the landscape. I haven't seen a single house since I transitioned areas. Out of my pocket, sand. Nobody wants you but Dale Gribble.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's... Oh, that's what I came out here for. I came over to my storage rack to get some straw, and then got distracted and forgot what I had come over here for. Or as I like to call it, Thursday.
Yeah, welcome to Thursdays.
Okay.
Just mollywop this fucking copper deposit. Drop all the sand on the ground. And if someone comes through here, they're gonna be like, damn, there's baskets of sand everywhere.
Oh, I need brick.
The Borderlands guy?
No, the substance.
Ah. Okay, these all are impure iron. Fantastic. Cool, I cleaned out the copper. Pleased I am. Just call me Sprinty Steve.
Assuming that I do not wake up feeling significantly worse than I woke up feeling today, I am really looking forward to tomorrow.
Same. I have been loving the Borderlands gameplay.
So much more fun with people.
Yes. No, like, that was... The more I play it with y'all, the more I realize that's why I didn't get stuck on 3 like I did on the rest. 3 is built for co-op, first and foremost. Like, it feels kind of stale by yourself.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it by itself, except that I just couldn't get hooked into it. But man, playing with y'all has made all the difference. Running through somebody's village. How far am I from the clan? I'm pretty close, actually. I'm about to be at the lake.
Cool.
The way back from fucking Dolovan was easier than coming back from the quarry in our area. And I'm at the place where there was a bunch of stuff before. It is weird to see the boardwalk not continue all the way around the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that throws me off the most, is there's no walking path over there anymore. Well, I went out looking for a lot of copper, and I came back with a lot of copper. I can't bitch.
You're not trying hard enough.
I mean, I also purposefully set my bars low enough that I don't have anything to bitch about. That's the fancy rock chest. I need that.
Okay, I both
Loves
love
it on my fancy rocks.
I both love and hate how that clips through. Okay.
I'm sure it feels the same about you.
How does my giant skeletal framework look from afar? That's pretty nice, actually. I like that look.
The music hit a moment for a second there that just really felt like listening to the fucking Midnight all over again. I'm like, that's weird. Why is there 80s synthpop playing in my fucking medieval game? It was just the way the synth was hitting. Okay, let me see here. What with all of that? 1, 2, 3. 3 full rows of copper, nearly 4. 2 full rows of tin, nearly 3. I need to go get more tin now. I also brought home a bunch of boar carcasses to part out when I'm done. Why were you here? Boars don't spawn here.
Alright, let's go see if I clicked that in the right place from way too far away.
That is the question, isn't it?
Oh, that was... Oh, masterful placement. Absolutely perfect.
Gotta love it.
Placing...
When it works.
Placing tiles for the second level of the second section of the roof slope from while standing underneath the deck of my workshop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
The vision held true. Found some tin in the spooky forest. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
That's the downfall for me when I mine is that I'm a hoarder of the shiny rocks. I don't care how useless they are. I bring them back anyways.
Mm-hmm.
If it's got a color on it, it's got to be something.
Alright, let's not make the same mistake I made last session, oh so long ago.
Empty your inventory first.
No, I already did. Oh, well, I missed one item in my inventory other than the stuff that I normally take with me. But no, the forgetting to switch my to my stam pants.
Oh yeah, that is an issue that you had last time. This is going to be kind of a mixed bag mission. I'm just roaming around killing things, and if I see rocks, mining them. kind of operating like the Zodiac Killer, but for boars.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Veil Stalker. I got 3 furry collar stones from that. Lost most of my HP, but I damn well beat the shit out of that Veil Stalker. Iron deposits. Copper.
God,
You good?
I am horribly intimidated by the amount of time and work it's going to take to get to level 30 woodcutting.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. Like I'm like almost halfway there, and that's
Just remembering how long it took to get to 20. Because I'm out here, I'm thinking about it because oh wow, the woods got a lot more crowded. The lake got less crowded, but the woods are a lot more crowded.
yeah. The wood's busy. Yeah, I can't believe I got 3 furry collar stones out of 1 Veil Stalker.
Nice.
The only Veil Stalker that spawns in this valley.
Those are used to make the the tier 3 attuned longbow.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow, in the next year, maybe I'll be able to use them.
and also the war. Well, Sooner than that, maybe. The Warrior's Greaves of Rage 2, which is the tier 3 rare pants.
Sounds fancy.
402 item power. And the ability on them is Searing Rage. When active, gain 8.4% damage bonus and 8.4% crowd control effectiveness every time you take damage, stacks up to 10 times.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so at 10 stacks, that's 84% damage bonus.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and those are makeable at the basic armorer workbench, not the armorer workbench.
Neat.
But you need 12 furry collar stones. You
Well,
also
I'm
need
a fourth of the way there with what I have just in my inventory.
you also need the sigil of Amatia, which is
The sigil of onomatopoeia.
sigil of Amatia. Okay, so that is a rare drop from Zebians.
From who?
The Zebians.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
They're the NPC faction whose symbol kind of vaguely looks like a spider.
Yeah, I have not seen them.
If you look at the easternmost edge of the map, there's a little piece of their territory right on the eastern edge. Like,
I will look at that when I'm done hunting this deer.
so we have the symbol that I say kind of looks like a helmet is the Lost Souls. The cross is the Inquisition, and the spider-looking thing are the Zebians. And those are the 3 NPC factions.
You said which direction?
The eastern edge of the map, where the wilds are.
Eastern edge of the map. Going over.
Yeah.
I see the dragon crest on the left, played in. I'm looking west. I'm stupid. Okay, there it is.
Yeah. We did a
Now I
run.
see.
One of the times where I was able to get on during the evening, the clan did a run to that area, and this was while the big fortress in that area, the big Zebian stronghold, was bugged to where if you pull any one enemy in that fortress, it aggroes the entire fortress.
Gross.
Yeah. So we were like kiting them and like trying to keep aggro on one guy and trying to get far enough away for the rest of them to drop aggro.
And it just wasn't happening.
And it wasn't happening, so we ended up giving up on that. But we cleared out one of the smaller fortresses that wasn't bugged, and we got one of those sigils dropped, which is how I have the recipe for those pants.
Oh, that's sick.
Because Stormy's policy is anytime an item, a rare item drops that grants
Everybody
a
gets
pattern,
to pick it up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody gets to pick it up to learn the recipe.
That's always nice. It's a nice fucking rule to have, honestly. That way no one has to worry about someone ninja looting.
Mm-hmm. Well, that, and also like even people who aren't working on armor smithing will have the recipe so that they can look it up and be like, okay, so this is the materials I need to gather so that this guy can make my next armor for me.
Yeah.
Because that is definitely best in slot for level 30 to 40 armor skill.
Fair.
Especially if you're going for a heavy armor tank build. Heck, it's even best in slot for heavy armor damage build because of that 84% damage buff.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're tanking, the crowd control buff is more important. But if you're not tanking, that crowd control buff is still a bonus because they can't run away from you.
True.
That reminds me of a thing I used to do in World of Warcraft. Before they broke all my build, they broke my build. The I would they use originally I played a feral druid.
Sure.
And I played a feral druid in a time when everybody was like, feral druids can't tank because they can't hold aggro. Because they didn't have as many high threat abilities as other tank classes. And so what I would do is I would go into cat form and sneak up to the enemy group. The cat form has an AoE swipe attack. Or used to. It doesn't have that anymore. Or at least it didn't have that when I quit playing a few years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would do the AoE swipe with the cat, and then go bear form and start my tank rotation. And that initial damage from the cat, because that's your high DPS form, that initial damage would allow me to hold threat off of my allies.
Nice.
I used to have to weasel my way into raids by saying if you let me tank and we wipe, I will pay your repair bills. Some people made me do a deposit. Some clans would make me do a deposit on their repair bills before the raid.
Well, I have 5 furry collar stones at this point.
Cool.
Total. Let me double check my fucking counter. Almost 4 loads on both copper and tin. Another run on each would be able to fill up each of those chests. Unfortunately, I don't feel like running all the way over there again. Oh! Oh, big in-chair stretch.
That sounds comfy.
It is. Muscles are all tight because it's been cold this week.
Yeah. What am I doing? Go fill the charcoal kilns first.
There we go.
Got to get our smoke going. Got to have our acid
Just a
rain.
little. It'll be fine. This is a fantasy world. That's not a problem here. Brain. What am I doing?
Oh. I was in the wrong box.
For the person who has all their boxes marked, that seems a little silly.
Yeah, it it happens occasionally. Oh, I forget what the ratio was. Oh,
So you make 5 per, so that would be...
my 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 sickness strategy, especially for respiratory infections,
Uh-huh.
which I get fairly frequently because I don't know why, but asthma makes you more susceptible to those.
That sounds about right.
The is to try to stay. So I try to walk a fine line of dehydration,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm hydrated enough that I don't feel miserable from the dehydration, but I'm like dehydrated enough that I can't produce sufficient mucus.
I understand that.
And my doctors hate me for it. My wife gets angry at me for it too. She's always yelling at me, "You need to drink more. You need to drink more." I'm like, no. I want to be able to breathe. If I drink more, I won't be able to breathe.
Fair.
And I don't need things like Mucinex making me even more drowsy than I already am. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I keep hearing the Barbie girl bird. Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Um, the making of beams, because they're not a one-to-one in their stack,
Yeah.
you have to have more than one empty slot open when you start, or as soon as you finish your first stack, it's going to stop and say that you can't continue crafting because you don't have any room.
Ah.
It's 10 heartwood for 5 fine wood beams, which is the same ratio as the sapwood for the regular wooden beams, but they only stack to 20, which means that you get 1 1/4 stacks of beams for every 1 stack of wood.
Okay.
All they have to do is make those stack to 25 and it would fix that problem.
Fair. Excuse me.
No.
Fair enough. That is your decision.
There is no excuse for you.
One would think that, but somehow people keep finding them.
Hmm.
Love how we're both just working on different benches.
Yeah.
I'm over here making 150 bronze arrows. I don't know what you're doing, but
I'm making fine wood beams
fair enough.
by the hundreds.
Also fair.
I need me some comfort food, which for me means a double
What is
whopper.
I was gonna say, what is your comfort food?
My comfort food is a double whopper with cheese, no onion, heavy pickle,
Fair enough.
and then a Cajun
I can make an attuned longbow.
and then a Cajun fry from Five Guys,
Delicious, actually.
because
I'm not the biggest fan of Burger King, but that's mostly because they've always been my hangover cure spot. I go there when I'm hungover as shit and need something to relieve it.
my Burger King and Hardee's are my favorite fast food burgers because
Hardee's is delicious.
their meat tastes like it was cooked on fire.
Yeah. That fake smoke goes a long way.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I don't disagree though.
with Burger
Hardee's
King, with Burger King, it really is cooked on fire.
Yeah. I'd say Hardee's. It's that fucking smoke liquid.
Yeah.
But Hardee's has my heart for one specific reason, and that's because they fucking make the best fast food mushroom Swiss burger on the planet. Because they're the only one that puts fucking mushroom gravy on it.
Yeah. I could see where that would be important.
That's a huge fucking difference. It's so good. I made a bunch of things. I also left those on the ground. I need to pick them back up.
Oh, okay.
They were making my stacks uneven.
Yeah.
I had exactly enough to make 150, and then I had like 2 arrowheads and like 3 staves, and I'm like, get those out of there. All right, simple chest. Oh hell yeah, I've got so many more arrows now. My bronze arrow collection spans over 200, almost 300. Pleased I am. Soon I will have to make the attuned longbow. But first I must get my fletching higher. Okay, that's good and dandy. There's just so much smoke coming off this plot right now. I can't see the workshop from the door.
That means we're doing something right.
I mean, at least it means we're doing something. What to do now? Could make some flint head arrows and keep working on that. It doesn't give me the same skill, but I don't have enough ingots to make more arrowheads.
Oh, I got the ratio wrong. Oh well.
Why'd you go and do a thing like that?
I don't know. Wait, I have a shortcut on this floor. It's a dangerous shortcut. I'm sure that's causing undue damage to my boots.
It's fine.
Yeah, they're tier 1 anyway. Or no, they're tier 2, but they're the easy ones to make that don't require special materials.
Fair. Let's take from this one. Alrighty, back here again.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yep, and then... Pretty sure that's going to interfere with the stairs. Yeah. Okay. And I don't need that one because the wall is going here. Okay.
The mathin'?
I'm just... My brain... I'm just really, really angry about the lack of right-angled floor pieces right now.
Fair.
Because we also don't have curved walls, so like we need one or the other considering that plots are round by default.
That is a weird contrivance.
Okay. Now, don't die on me, Drufus.
Oh, I'll be fine. I mean, it's nowhere near even the worst cough I've had, to be fair. I say, if it was a bad one, I would have muted my microphone, to be fair.
That's good to know. I try
not to blow out everyone's eardrums and or be rude.
I try to be that courteous, but I am not always successful.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'll belch into the mic as fucking loud as I want. That don't bother me none. But I'm not gonna cough in your ear. Cool. Alright, I made all the flint arrows I can make with the flint rock I had. I still have like 4 extra staves, god damn it. I do believe it's time to go and do some bow hunting.
Yar.
But I have a giant stack of fucking flint arrows. I'm gonna go expend them all. I'm gonna bring my shitty wood ones too. That way all I have left are the bronze ones, since that's here I'm at. I do wish that it wouldn't be like, oh, you absolutely have to have 5 arrowheads to make a stack. If I have 2 wooden staves and 2 arrowheads, I should be able to make 2 arrows, god damn it.
Yeah.
I'll collect some tin and copper while I'm here. Any mining spots I come across, I'm gonna fucking still dig at, but not nearly as nitpicky on it right now. I'm not even hunting the boar and the deer for the meat. I'm doing it for the fact of getting the archery skill up.
Mm-hmm.
However, I am still putting the sand on the ground because I don't want to carry that everywhere. Heard it. Where is it? I think I see it. Yep, I see it. Ooh, 1 shot, 1 kill. The forest colors are undulating again.
Oof. Oh, because it's sunset.
Yeah, we're in the golden hour, so it's turned into colorful hell.
My stream's bitrate is too low.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Well, that's a conflict because YouTube's saying that I'm broadcasting at under 8,000 kilobits per second, and OBS says that I'm broadcasting at 11 kilobits per second. Or 11,000.
That's unusual. Twitch limits your bitrate regardless to around 5,000.
Uh-huh.
Anything more that is wasted.
Right.
So, just so you're aware in the future, you don't need to have it set that high.
Oh, I just have it
Uncapped, right?
right, I have it uncapped, and I'm doing that because I want the videos to save at the highest possible quality on YouTube.
You can set the... Oh, right. You don't have them recording separately. Right.
Yeah.
I have mine... because I record mine, chop the ends off, and then upload them. I record mine to a different quality than I stream it.
Yeah, I don't have the time or patience to edit video that I'm not getting paid to edit.
Fair. No, with these, it's the VODs are simple. I don't chop out any of the fucking minutia. I just cut off the run up and the lead out pretty much, and any glitches that occur in the middle. gonna say I don't even cut the ad breaks. I just added something to watch during them at this point.
I spent like, I don't know, 2 weeks editing video for this job application to be a video editor for a YouTube channel for a person that I follow.
Yeah.
And in all of that time, I completely forgot to do one of the tasks that was on the job list.
Oh no.
Yeah, and because of that, I didn't get the job.
Fair.
And the one task was like of the video clips that he provided for doing this application to work for him, was some video that he had shot on with a wide-angle lens, and it had his wife in the peripheral of the video, and it's like it was a tour of this really old church in Massachusetts, where the like the the manse, which is the pastor's residence next to the church, was technically on the other side of the state line.
Interesting.
So whoever so the leader of that church, if they chose to live in the manse, was living in one state and working in the other.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he shot some video of the inside of this church with this wide-angle lens where his wife is in the peripheral, and he's like, my wife's not like my wife is super uncomfortable being on camera. She doesn't want to be in any of the videos at all, and she knew she was in frame for this, and so one of the things that I want you to do is I want you to make like a 60-second clip from this video that has her in it, where you've punched in the video so that she's not in frame.
Yeah.
And
It's
and
like
that's
a 20% zoom.
Yeah, and that's the one I forgot to do. I forgot to.
Oh, that's the simplest task.
I know.
No, I enjoy video editing most of the time. It just becomes a chore when it's this. What I hate is subtitles.
Oh.
I hate doing hand done subtitles, and I don't like generating them because I don't trust the programming for it.
Yeah. So one of the other things that he asked was, so he does these videos where he'll tour the church, and then he will speak to usually the pastor that runs the church about like what makes their denomination different than other flavors of Christianity.
Yeah.
He refers to this as his church unity project. He's trying to show that, with very few exceptions, most flavors of Christianity are pretty much the same.
A valiant goal.
Yeah.
It'll never work, but a valiant goal.
Oh, anyway, he was like,
I just one-shotted a badger.
he did some of the interview with that same wide-angle camera. And he was like, try to punch in here and here and use this footage for your clip submissions. And after watching the footage, I put included some notes along with my submission. It was like, during your interview with the pastor, I decided not to punch in on the video because I wanted to maintain the aspect ratio to be uniform across the entire clip, but also because that guy talks with his hands, and that's an important
cutting out part of it,
right? And that's an important characteristic of this guy. Like, people who talk with their hands, it's important that's how they show emphasis. And so
Yeah.
if I were to punch in on that video, if I were to punch in on those scenes, it would be taking some of the meaning away from what he is saying.
Or at least the emphasis behind it.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree with that. And
Which
that's a solid fucking read.
I will have to say that he definitely agreed with me on that one, because when he did upload the final video from that footage, which he didn't use, he submitted he gave the same footage to all of the applicants, the same footage, the same instructions, and he didn't use any of their edits for the final video that he uploaded because he had already made his video from that footage.
Yeah, this was just a method of getting people to show their ability.
Right. He just hadn't published the video yet, because he didn't want any of the applicants to just copy his edits. So anyway, when he did his final publish of that video, when it went live, he emailed me and was like, I actually went back and re-edited the scenes of the interview with the pastor because you're right about the talking with the hands thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's like, vindicated. Yay. Yeah, that's where I put my resin, and I really don't need any more beehive pieces.
I have like 4. 3 of which from today.
I feel like they've upped the drop rate for that and for resin, because I used to go out, cut down oak trees until my inventory was full, and maybe after 3 or 4 runs I would get a resin or a beehive piece.
Well, in the entire time I've been playing up until today, I think I've gotten maybe 6 total. So it has probably gone up a bit based off of just today's example.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just had someone DM me and was like, "Why do you never use your harvesting boosts?"
You save them.
No, I never. No, I don't. I do. I never spend grace on collecting stuff except for
you save them for your
I save
plots.
Yeah. Also, like, the goal is max XP per hour, and if your inventory is filling up faster, you're getting less XP per hour because you're having to spend more time either dropping things from your inventory or
going back and
or just wasting the material, which is always an option.
Which is what I'm doing with the hides right now.
Right. If you can, you should still skin them.
I skin them. I just drop the hides on the ground after I'm done.
Okay.
I'm not currently tanning anything right now.
But
and I have a shitload of them in a chest already. So.
But given that I'm trying to, finish the house, wasting the wood would be not a good idea.
That's a different conversation, yeah.
So
specifically, I am not trying to do anything with the animal hides right now. I just skin them for the XP and then drop the hide on the ground and keep the carcass. Some of these fucking deer noises, I swear, are fucking ambient tracks in the environment because they're not here.
I swear they're cows.
Actually, after playing Red Dead again, I realized it's an elk noise. They're not deer noises, they're elk noises. Yeah, I'm just distributing rough animal hides and bone fragments all over the fucking place back here. Oh,
I
game, please.
I had an idea for something that might help me bring in some viewers, maybe. I need to go watch Cider Spider's most recent Final Fantasy stream and see how far along they are on their personal quest, which is they are trying to get every achievement that exists in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, jeez.
That
That's a
is
lot.
that is still obtainable because there's a lot of legacy ones that you can't get anymore. But
Okay.
but all of the achievements that anybody got from 1.0 before the servers went down carried over as legacy achievements.
Fair enough.
Along with their rewards too. So
Yeah.
can't beat that. I have a few of those. But anyway, the my thought is to see how far along Cider Spider is, and then like do 3 days a week of Final Fantasy XIV to see if I can't beat Cider Spider to getting every achievement in Final Fantasy XIV.
You think you got a shot?
I don't know. I have to see how far along they are. Some of them are insane. One of them is there's one for like actually having 1 billion gil between your character and your retainers.
Oh, jeez.
Not collecting a total of 1 billion gil, but actually owning 1 billion gil.
Yeah.
And in the current housing market, actually, 1 billion gil isn't that much. It's still forever worth of work. It's insane amount of money in game,
Yeah.
but like you need hundreds of millions to buy a house, so
Okay, I killed a second deer at a distance. I skinned the first one and completely lost the corpse for the second one. God damn it.
yeah, that sucks.
That's why I wish they would have like a feature where you press the Alt button and everything on the ground highlights like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Within a small radius, obviously. But, like, I have a general idea where this corpse should be. I just don't see it anywhere. Ah, I found it. It was buried in the tree. It fell into the roots. It's all good, though. We'll figure it out. I am gonna restart my model real quick. It is lagging like crazy. Return to me. There I am. And I'm not lagging anymore. Cool. That works.
Yay.
That was a shot in the dark, but it's fine. It also might just be the area I'm in lagging the shit out of things.
Could be. And is that only?
Alrighty. Somebody built a pyramid. Like, it's just a straight up pyramid.
Yeah. Oh, is that near? Is that on part of our clan land, like just on the other side of the road?
It's down the road from our clan.
Mm.
Like if you look where I'm at on the map.
I think that's actually still our clan territory.
I fucking only know so much.
But yeah, it's I was looking at that last session. It's really cool. Especially the tricks that they employed to make it, because it's all like it's all trim pieces.
Oh, that's great. That's a good way to do it. Someone around me cast a spell. I just heard the fucking casting sound. Not even gonna donate the beehive pieces, just leave them on the ground.
Nobody needs those. In fact, that resin though, keeping that resin.
Shiny rock box.
Oh, this is so annoying. None of this woodworking earns me any experience. Everything's mastered.
That's great. Okay. With that, let me... Oh, Scar speaking to the clan.
There's a handful of us on. Yeah.
Why did I come to the fletching table to butcher the corpses? I'm not gonna... I was gonna respond to Lord Scars. Does anybody need anything with like 3,000 fine wood beams and Just really lay it on.
1,500 fine wood beams and 2,500 fine wood planks?
Hooray! The parted deer pushed me over to level 10 butchery.
Which probably still won't be enough.
It's something.
I hate being broke. Having kids is expensive, man.
Yes, it is.
I'm not even. And to make things worse, I'm more than just cash broke. I'm also like rewards points broke because
Oh,
I've already burned through like almost all of my rewards points on almost every fast food places app that I have rewards points for.
ouch.
Like I think I could go get a free Big Mac right now, but I don't want McDonald's. I want Burger King. And I know I don't have any crowns. I have... Oh, I have 884 crowns, and that is probably not enough to get a Whopper.
Damn.
Probably. I don't know. Let's look. Rewards.
I would think the basic Whopper would be available.
Oh, it's
for
700. Yeah, okay. No, yeah. Well, basic Whopper, 700 points. So I could do... I'd have to go into the store to do that because the people that work the drive-thru at my Burger King don't know how to handle
Through the app?
the rewards redemption through the app.
Wonderful.
And I can't order through the app because when you order through the app, I mean I could order through the app, but then I can't get it the way I like it because all of the toppings are just binary. It's just yes or no. There is no
So much for have it your way.
Yeah. There is no extra way for me to put that on the app that I want extra pickles.
Lame.
Triple Whoppers in the app, though, which is supposed to be a secret, a hidden menu item.
Never had the triple. To be fair, I don't usually go to Burger King unless I'm hungover, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was always get 2 of the double cheeseburgers and go to town.
Yep. Nope, they didn't. Yeah, the update to the app did not fix the only problem with the app,
Damn.
which is a design problem, not an actual like bug. Oh god, now I'm curious.
Out.
Oh, the mistel that Scar did in the clan chat.
That's our nightmare.
Yeah. Now I need to know what he's talking about.
Enlighten me. Currently in the middle of making lard and tallow. Even though it only gives me a whole whopping 10 XP per, it's still worth having.
I'm getting 20 XP per swing of the axe on these oak trees.
Is it 20 or 14?
22 XP per swing of the axe, and I need 29,000 to go from 21 to 22.
Oh, it's going to be great for you.
Well, I'm at 27,700. But yeah, it's still... I was actually originally thinking I was going to work on trying to get my mining up to 20, but then I was like, no, I want to make progress on the house.
Yeah.
Mining doesn't help me do that.
We still have to work on our pilgrimage at some point. We got, what, a couple more to go visit? At least for the micro pilgrimage.
Oh, for this, for our zone?
Yeah.
I have all of them.
Thought we cut it short last time we were out and about.
We did, but I think it was that, like, you were still missing, like, trimmin or veins.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Which, that won't take long. Probably start that next. We should probably do that next session. Because, yeah.
Fair enough.
I've gotten the house. The house is actually beyond back to what it was before.
I'd say it's further along than it ever was before.
Right.
And kicked you into high gear on getting more of it done.
Yeah. And now I'm just like, I just want to see that wood cutting level up. I want to see that 22, the double deuce.
The double deuce.
Yeah, I can't do my strong bad voice right now. Thank you.
Don't worry, one of my fucking vocal stems every once in a while is, those people tried to fade me. And I'm like, why am I Coach Z all of a sudden? I shouldn't be. I'm not even from the Midwest. Technically, I am, but I haven't lived there in over 2 decades.
Yeah, it's like my
Over 3 decades now. Fuck.
Ding 22.
You did it.
That's like my friend Murray, who is of Puerto Rican descent, was born in Puerto Rico, does not identify as Puerto Rican. Because he was born in Puerto Rico, but he has lived in Tampa since he was like 11.
Yeah. I fucking will always have love for Chicago because I kept going back till I was 6, and I've been back since, and it's still a lovely city.
No, I love Chicago. Is probably my favorite city.
That's where I was born in. And they make me proud right now, all the work they're putting in. The mayor of that city is fucking a badass right now.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm going back out, I'm gonna go grab my fucking... Get my arrows again, keep doing the work. I have the weird ethereal fucking whispering under the fucking usual music.
Mm.
The old gods are trying to speak with me, but I am not listening.
Nope.
I have deer to hunt. I care not for what they have to say.
Oh, I have been listening to this really cool audiobook.
Yeah.
It's For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lynn. It's about it's a prequel to a web series that she did that's like those single actor playing all of the roles type shorts, you know?
Yeah.
So she had this series that she did on TikTok called Hell's Bells. And For Whom the Bell Tolls is a prequel to Hell's Bells. So it's about a woman named Lily who has died of cancer, and
Okay.
it's her. This is her experience of the afterlife from a universalist's perspective.
Yeah.
So the like there's the concept is hell predates religion.
Okay.
And then so there's hell and paradise that predate religion. The there then anything else that you can ever think of, any other afterlife type system that anyone has ever envisioned, they all also exist as options for your afterlife, and they are all connected by what is referred by what they call the universal hallway. And so like the first bit of the book is like her coming to terms with the fact that she is dead, and there's a like reception area that she jokingly refers to as the front desk.
Yeah. That's a good pun.
Yeah. And then she goes to, the reception. One of the front desk receptionists is like, explains to her like, this is what's going to happen. You have a choice. You can choose to be judged by the judgment system that you were raised to believe in, or you can choose to be judged by any other religion's system of judgment, or you can just submit yourself for universal judgment and let the universe decide your fate. And she's like, so like, if you choose to go, you were raised a Christian. If you choose to go the Christianity route, then you're either going to end up in heaven or hell. If you were a bad person, you're going to end up in hell anyway. But hell isn't just a place for punishment. It's there's a scene later where one of the demons is talking about how hell is laid out, and they're like, yeah, that Dante guy, the only thing he got right was the levels.
Interesting.
Like, hell is structured in a series of levels, and they're like, but the top 3 levels are really just varying degrees of therapy, and then everything below that is punishment. With level 9 being reserved for like child molesters and mass murderers.
Fair.
And so she submits herself, she chooses to go for universal judgment. And like she goes into the quote unquote room where she is to receive her judgment. And then she wakes up in paradise. But then she like decides to go out and explore the afterlife and meet other people, meet other souls. like you get to stay if you get paradise, whatever form that is for you. You can stay there in as long as you want, or you can and then if you want to at any point you can choose to reincarnate.
Interesting.
And while you are a soul in the afterlife, you have like your strongest memories are your most recent life, but you get like you have like feelings in regards to what your previous lives were, but no like direct connections.
Okay.
While there, she meets a guy that's in the waiting room for the front desk that like has been sitting in the waiting room for like 20 years, and because he's waiting for his wife and he refuses to go to judgment without her.
Understandable.
And apparently him and his wife have been together for like 15 lifetimes. Like they keep reincarnating together, finding each other, and then whichever one of them dies first, they wait for the other one. But eventually she like decides to go visit hell, and she starts she like uses her customer service experience to help the demons deal with the souls that refuse to accept the judgment that they agreed to. And I love it on a conceptual level.
I say it's definitely a really well thought out idea, and how it's delivered is probably where the rest of it shines based off the concept alone.
Yeah. Where I'm at in the story currently is they've gotten, so there's in the Hell's Bells series there's 3 main characters.
Okay.
There's Lily, someone that they call Ruggy, and Sharky. Now the book doesn't include the origin for Ruggy because the origin for Ruggy is the beginning of the Hell's Bells video series. Ruggy is a Karen that earned the name Ruggy because she was like, I'm just going to lay down here in front of the help desk. It's help desk with 2 L's. I'm just going to lay down.
Tracks.
Anyway, she's a Karen that was like, I'm just going to lay down in front of the help desk until I get my way. And so they were like, okay, well, if you want to be a Rug, then we're going to call you Ruggy. And then Sharky, who is the soul of a little girl that she got hit by a car when she snuck out on her birthday to go to the aquarium to see the new shark exhibit, because her foster parents did not approve of her interest in sharks because sharks were for boys. So she had to sneak out to go see the sharks.
Fair enough.
My wife just overheard that and is now yelling about how stupid that is. Which it is.
She's not wrong.
She's
that's an entirely dumb fucking restriction.
Yeah.
Well, I murdered a Veil Stalker for nothing. Great. All I got is this lousy battle XP.
I got a rock.
I say we made 2 different references because mine was the 80s t-shirt. I went here and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
That's my favorite genre of shirt.
Oh, they're great.
And I've been sorely disappointed every time one of my friends or family members has gone on an exotic vacation, and they're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "I want a shirt that says my blank went here, and all I got was this lousy shirt."
I love that.
And my grandma went to Hell in, I think that's in the Bahamas.
I was thinking Virginia. I'm like,
And
okay, tiny 97 person town.
But no, she went like the island of Hell, like this island town called Hell, and I was like, I want a T-shirt that says my grandmother went to hell and brought me back this shirt. And she's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to find that. And I'm like, all you have to do is look for it. Trust me, it exists.
They usually do. I'm just battling a level 3 boar with this bow. To be fair, he's not hitting me very often. And down.
Yeah. Thank you for the free combat XP.
You're welcome. I was battling it right near the house, actually. I'm in the little ghosty, foggy area directly to the side of the house.
Yeah.
So I looped around the lake.
Yeah, I could see your damage numbers.
Just plink, 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 plink.
Anyway, so like Sharky arrives in the afterlife thinking she deserves to go to hell because of bad foster parents and even worse church leaders.
Okay.
Despite the fact that her soul file says that she doesn't even have to face judgment because with very few exceptions, all children just immediately get to go to paradise.
Fair.
So one of the secondary characters is when Sharky shows up and they're trying to figure out what to do with her because she's refuses to accept her paradise. Is like you don't even want me to tell you about the things that a child has to do to in order to be considered to face judgment instead of just automatically getting paradise. But so the little girl's convinced that she has to go to hell. So Lily takes her down to hell to meet Lucifer. So that to have Lucifer explain to her why she doesn't deserve to be there. Lucifer, the king of hell.
Yup.
The mightiest of God's angels. He's a really nice guy.
Most iterations he is. Like, that's the biggest misconception, honestly.
Yeah. That one, I have a similar opinion for for Judas, the apostle.
Yeah, I don't think that I know Judas technically was a betrayer, but I don't think he was doing it in ill will.
Right. So I had this conversation with my grandmother once because she's usually the only person I can talk theology with. And
I may not have a degree, but I was raised in it. I can work with you a little bit.
And so she's like, look, at the Last Supper, Jesus tells Judas, you are the one who is going to betray me. At that time, he is either prophesying or he is giving Judas direct instructions. Either way, that means that Judas's betrayal was the will of God. It was necessary for the plan of Jesus being a sacrifice for all of our sins. And I'm like, and everybody else is like, no, Judas betrayed Jesus of his own free will. He did it out of greed. It was like he didn't even keep the silver. He threw it away.
Not even an ounce of it.
Yeah, he threw it away. He was riddled with guilt, but like, who wouldn't be guilty about condemning their best friend to death?
Yeah, like, that's...
And he killed himself before the resurrection, so he never got to see, that it was, all supposed to happen.
It was as it should be. He didn't get to know that.
Ooh, here's a plot that's about to expire. Fleming's Dark Manor. Huh. That's a nice house. Okay, is the whole thing about to expire, or just the front plot? Just the front plot, okay. Any of this set to public? I am like the worst. Anytime I see just a collection of storage containers somewhere, I'm like, I go through all of them to see if any of them...
look.
to see if I can open any of them. And I absolutely will take whatever I want from a public chest. If you didn't want me to have it, you shouldn't have marked it public.
So it's the earliest trick of the trade. Lock your shit.
Okay, so this is someone who's in a different clan from us, and how close?
Yeah.
Where am I relative to clan? And
You're not far.
No, this is an area that used to be exclusively our clan. But these are chests that are set to clan that I can't open, so it's got to be someone in a different clan.
That's weird. Yeah, you're right on clan territory. What?
I need to remember to take my temperature after stream. I think I'm becoming feverish.
Getting the chills.
Yeah, and when I have a fever, my eyes feel like they're on fire.
Oh,
and I don't know if that's like I'm getting a fever, or if I've gone too far too far to one side of that fine line of dehydration I'm trying to walk right now.
Yeah, that could also be it.
No, I've been drinking water. Usually
that's effective.
Yeah. And I didn't have my diuretics this morning because usually I start the day off with an Irish with like 12 ounces of Irish coffee and a couple of Diet Dr. Peppers.
There. Oh, wrong chest. I need that to go in the lower chest. There we go. I think it's this one. No, it's the other one. Had the right chest stacked wrong side. Alright. Oh!
Ugh.
What's up?
I the charcoal kilns are full, and I've got 2 full boxes of sapwood. So I'm like just dumping all of this sapwood from my inventory and blocking out for heartwood. And every time I dump a bunch of stuff on the ground, it reminds me of the fact that that in early access there was you could Alt X and drop all of an item without having to go over each individual square. And I don't know why they took that away.
That is something that I would question why it would not be a consistent, we have this thing.
Forgot 2 squares. I was like, how did I...
Carcasses... Go ahead.
I was like, how did I pick up 100 heartwood? I should be picking up 0 heartwood now.
With the carcasses I brought back, I got exactly 1 full stack of bone fragments. Exactly 100 bone fragments. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they rebalanced the needles, because that used to be the only thing that bone fragments were for. But I know that they added a bone glue recipe for making glue, so bone has more than one use now.
I have plenty of bow. I have plenty of bone because I have a chest that's just slowly filling with it.
And
I don't keep it when I part them out, but when I skin them and shit. But as soon as I get home, I'll take the ones that get parted out and put them in the box.
Making glue is one of the good ways of like getting a bunch of moderately early levels in leatherworking, because I think it unlocks at like 5 or 6.
Yeah, and then just go to town on making glue.
Mm-hmm.
I got enough glue for everybody to huff.
Hoof glue and horn glue.
Or hoof. Both.
Sorry, hoof glue and bone glue, not horn glue.
I got plenty of that too. I think it's this one. Yeah. And then bone fragments. There we go. Okay. Let's grab another stack of arrows. Just make sure you let Scar know you're polluting the air. Efficiently.
Not just polluting the air, I'm also cutting down one of the things that cleans the air.
Well, those have a much more renewable rate of spawning in this world, luckily.
Now see, with
fuck should I go hunting?
With burps like that, you'd have fit in with my original clan.
Fair.
Which was Vulgar Saxon Pigs.
Gee, I wonder where you are as I watch a tree fall.
That could be anybody.
Uh-huh. Ain't nobody else harvesting that much wood right now.
Oh, is this axe almost dead? Yeah, this... Okay. I've got one more full repair worth of lifetime durability on this axe.
Or fight. Or fight. Ow. Ow.
Apparently, to level shields, you have to actually block with them.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
You can't just have it equipped when you gain combat XP.
I can understand that being a thing. I was going to go on another adventure, but it feels a little late in the stream to do that.
Yeah.
What with us having a little under half an hour left, so I'm just going to battle bore here and shit.
Look at all those arrows stuck into that boar's face.
Yeah, he's like a fucking pincushion by the end every time. Hey, bow's level 4. That's the whole reason I'm doing this shit. Drop that on the ground. I'll keep the sinew because that makes bows. I know I might have to make some leather strips in order to fucking make some of the bows, but I'll get there.
Nah, I have some.
Well, I should be able to produce every part of my crafting, in my opinion. That is why I branched out into certain things. Because I started cooking, and then I started having a bunch of other shit that I needed, and I figured using the bow is easier to take the deer down than chasing them down to hit them.
Yeah.
So, that's why archery became a thing. Also, I like drawing out one Inquisitor at a time. Hello, beautiful. Please die.
I like dueling the Inquisitor, the Inquisition archers with a bow.
They're fun. They're fun.
Because you can just strafe back and forth to dodge their arrows.
Yeah, they don't have a great line of combat experience. They just, fire when ready.
Once they start drawing the bow, they don't change their aim.
Don't tell the fucking devs that that's a weakness for them. Just let it be. Let's say they're fucking sword and board buddies more than close the gap. That's a boar. Feel good? Do you enjoy eating arrow? Half health before you even got to me. How's that feel for you?
Oh, there's
Died without touching me.
in Metroid Prime 4, there's a boss that you have to defeat by forcing it to literally eat your shots.
That sounds
Like,
great.
you have to stun it, and then there's a one of the abilities you get early in the game is called Control Shot, where like time slows down and it goes to a camera perspective of the shot itself, and you can steer it around where it needs to go, and you have to steer it into the enemy's mouth and down its throat and dodging its innards.
It kind of sounds like they overcomplicated the Kraid fight. Like, you make Kraid eat every one of your rockets.
Yeah.
But you don't have to pilot it into his fucking gullet. He just is eating
Oh, dude. The Kraid fight in Metroid Dread.
I've seen it. It's so cool.
Have you seen the sequence break version of the fight?
No.
So the team that made Metroid Dread, like, they specifically made a bunch of sequence breaks. Like, they programmed in the ability that for very skilled players to be able to easily sequence break the game. And
That's a
if you
team that
get
loves their fan base.
right, so if you get power bomb before the Kraid fight, there's a section of ball track on in his room where there's a bomb slot launcher that requires a power bomb to activate, and it shoots you directly into Kraid's stomach through the little hole in his stomach that he spawns those platform spikes.
Yeah.
So it shoots you into his stomach through that hole, and then you just drop another power bomb and the fight's over.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah. The game actually rewards you for sequence breaking.
That's a rarity.
Yeah. We were and that particular thing, like the way that Metroid Dread awards you for sequence breaking, made people think that hopefully Metroid Prime 4 would be breakable in similar ways.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, different team though, right?
Yeah.
So.
Right, because Metroid Dread was made in Japan, and the Metroid Prime games are made by Rare, or the staff that used to be Rare.
The OG, what's left of them, anyways.
Right. So they're made in America.
Which means no love.
Yeah. The original Metroid Prime had a bug that made it sequence breakable.
Yes, I remember that. I was never a sequence breaker. I like playing Metroidvanias as they are designed the first time through.
Well,
and then I usually don't visit them again for a very long time, so...
I started looking for sequence breaks when one of my friends challenged me to try to beat Super Metroid in under 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which you can do without sequence breaks, but
you have to be perfect.
Yeah. But if you exploit the correct series of sequence breaks in Super Metroid, not only can you beat the game in under 3 hours, you can beat the game in under 3 hours with 100% items collected.
Sick.
But it requires you to sequence break to get a bunch of energy tanks earlier than you would normally get them, and then exploiting that extra energy to run through a bunch of high heat rooms before you get the Varia suit, so that you can get the speed booster before the Varia suit.
Okay. I follow.
Then once you have the speed booster, you can significantly shave a lot of the time off of the game. There's also there's a technique in Super Metroid that is referred to as the boost ball. Where
sounds vaguely familiar.
Well, there's a boost ball is one of the morph ball upgrades in other games, specifically the Metroid Prime ones. But the boost ball technique in Super Metroid involves jumping through a doorway and entering morph ball mode at the exact moment that Samus hits the ground. If you're running, when you do this, you don't need the speed booster. You just hold down the run button, jump through a door, and enter morph ball mode at the exact moment that you hit the ground, and you will be in morph ball mode and maintaining your run speed.
Okay.
And that lets you actually roll under a lot of the gates that you would need the speed booster for.
Okay, that's kind of dope.
Yeah. That technique I have never been able to pull off. I've never been able to get it right. It requires absolute perfect precision timing. Like, to the frame, perfect timing. And I'm just not capable of that.
A lot of people are not.
So I had to rely on proper sequence breaks.
Yeah.
And now, not even, I mean, obviously, the internet people have recorded the secret under 3 hour ending so that everybody can just watch it. But Nintendo, on the SNES console for Switch, for Nintendo Switch Online, they added a special version of Super Metroid that starts you in the Turian Zone, the final area, at the save station right before the Mother Brain fight, with 100% of the items collected and only 2 hours and 30 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
So that as long as you don't take 30 minutes fighting Mother Brain, you can beat the game in under 3 hours and see the special ending for that.
Neat.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool of them to do, and a rare thing to hear a dev do.
Yeah, they did it for a couple of games. They did it for Gradius, which is, I mean, Konami, but on the Switch version, the Nintendo Switch Online version of Gradius, there's a special version that starts you in the last stage with all of the power-ups.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They also did I think it was Legend of Zelda. They did a Legend of Zelda special edition that starts you in starts you at World 9 or Dungeon 9 with the full Triforce and all the items and stuff for people who just want to beat the game without earning it.
Yeah.
Which, single player game, sure. No, not a big deal. Not that big a deal. They've actually done it for quite a few titles. Okay.
There's that. Back to this.
Okay, I need at least 3 spots open. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 8 is 13. So I need to do 13 more beams, and then I will have a chest full of beams. 13 more stacks of beams, and I will have a chest full of beams.
I think I'm pretty good on this. I was just using my ears to find any deer that were nearby and found more boar than deer.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm bitching about that. It's still a good amount of fucking XP.
It's still meat.
Still meat, and it's still bow experience, if not actually more bow experience. But with having to shoot them a whole bunch more.
Mm-hmm.
The deer and the stag drop in one. The boar take like 7 shots. I also don't rightly know how far away I got.
I did not start with enough empty slots.
Isn't that what you were just talking about?
Yeah. My math was wrong. I was off by 3 or 4.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
Welcome. Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
My wife and I were having a discussion about voice actors yesterday, and we could not for the life of us, either of us, remember Billy West's name.
Oh,
And neither of us fucking wanted to look it up. We wanted to remember it of our own accord. Because god damn it. And we sat there for like 20 minutes thinking about it, and we got partially off to another conversation, and all of a sudden it came to me, and I just interrupted the conversation and said, Billy West, and she's like, ah, you're right. Knew exactly where I had gone.
yeah. I might be getting a narration credit for an audiobook.
Nice.
An audiobook that'll actually be sold on Audible.
Even better.
A friend of mine, they were published in this anthology book as a co-author for like the other person. The other author's pretty good. They like have a bunch of stuff that's already been published, and they were like, I'm looking for people to write different stories set in this world to do as an anthology. And my friend Devin was selected as one of the people for that. And
That's really cool.
So I bought the anthology to support my friend because they get part of the royalties.
Yeah.
And I also got the audiobook from Audible. But then when because I don't read anymore, I just listen to books now.
Yeah.
Because you can't read and do chores at the same time.
No, yeah, it's also better for the ADHD.
Yeah. So anyway, I turned on the audiobook, and the very first thing, is this is Audible. But then the very next thing is a disclaimer that this audiobook was done with AI voice transcription. And so the entire thing is just AI voice reading the book. And I was like, if I wanted that, I'd have bought the ebook and then just let my computer read it to me. So I mentioned it to my friend Devin, who is very opposed to anything that AI would do that takes work away from a person.
Yeah.
And they contacted the author and was like, did you know about this? And the author was like, yes, it's an unfortunate thing when you publish through Amazon if you don't already tell them that you have that if you don't already have a contract set up to produce an audiobook version, then Amazon will just automatically use AI to automatically create an audiobook version for Audible. but we can later record an audiobook and upload it and replace that. And it actually pays more. They get a bigger royalty for that than they do the royalty for the AI book sales, the AI audiobook sales. And Devin really likes the sound of my voice and wants me to be the narrator for at least his section, for at least his story in that book.
Hell yeah.
Of course,
that'd be dope.
Yeah. And the head author for the anthology was like, if I really like what you did, told Devin, if I really like your friend's voiceover, I may hire him to do the narration for the whole book.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the green light on that to start recording, because there's still some legal things that need to be taken care of in order for me to actually start recording.
Yeah. I see. I don't have the ability to read without stumbling over my words and or stuttering very well, or I would.
I used to have that same problem, but I've got 5 years of experience of reading books to my child now, so...
Fair.
It's easy when you start with baby books that only have like 1 or 2 words per page.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have to read that far ahead. Because the key to reading without stumbling over the words is to figure out exactly how large your memory buffer is and only read that far ahead.
That's my problem. My brain goes ahead of my mouth every time.
Yeah.
Who's fighting a boar?
I don't know, but I hear it too.
I'm in here cooking, and it sounds like I'm out there fighting.
All right. Let's see.
Cool. All right, I got all my cooking done right before we wrap stream.
Yep. I've got 16 more crafting actions of making fine wood planks before I'm done processing my wood, and that should take about 2 minutes. Not even. It's like
There.
3.5 seconds per craft.
Fair enough. I'm going to be nice to myself this time and put some arrows in my inventory as a reminder of what I was doing.
Yeah. I don't know. Why would you be nice to Drew? That guy's an asshole.
Someone's gotta be. Alrighty. Well, I am going to go ahead and parse out of the game myself.
Yeah, I'm done.
And take myself over to the table. Oh, give myself a nice stretch. We got about a minute left on ads on my end, and then I'll say goodbye to the peoples.
Okay.
But I am not rating anywhere because I don't have any major viewership right now that needs to be sent off somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 2 viewers, and they are you and my chat bots.
Ah.
For some reason, one of my chat bots, I've got 2 chat bots, and for some reason, one of them counts as a viewer.
Neat. Couldn't tell you why, but that's neat.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's Stream Elements or Owned.
Second part of PAX should have come out this week, as far as the older VODs.
Oh, cool.
So the bear adjacent adventures that we had early on are now available.
Cool.
Oh, brain, catch up with me. We still have another stream to do today. I'm lagging because I'm out of fucking energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't come in till tomorrow.
Oh.
So I have not had my usual caffeine run for this week, and that's why every single stream's been me feeling sluggish to a point. But I will catch everyone at 7:30 for more Hunt Showdown, because we're gonna do more of that. Hopefully we can find a third. But regardless, even if it's not, it's just duos. We had fun last night with that. So I'll catch everybody later. Take it easy. Enjoy your day. Go eat something. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
You got your bag lunch there. What's in it?
Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
I'd have to order out for that. I don't have the money for that. All right, folks. I'll see you in a few hours.